Yo, what is going on? This is your boy ThatGuyFace with Face the Music Media. We are back again for another episode of How I Synth. In this video, we got Cherry Audio DreamSynth. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah. Oh my my. Oh yeah. Face the music.
So, DreamSynth is Cherry Audio's very first original virtual instrument. And you know what? I can't even lie, I'm super excited about this one, man. You know, they've been doing a lot of great recreations of old classic analog synthesizers, and I'm excited to see what they have to offer with this DreamSynth. Let's just jump straight into it and see what we got, man. So, basically, this is just like most of the other Cherry Audio synths where you have your panel up here for your settings, you have your zoom up here, your MIDI for routing out a MIDI controller, you have your MIDI panic here for the keyboard, you have your oversampling so you can boost the quality. You go up to 4 times, you better have a lot of RAM and a lot of CPU because it's gonna tax. But anyway, and then we have the help button there and focus. So if you want to zoom in, you have your LFOs here, you have your oscillators here, you have your filter, you have your filter envelope here, your amplifier envelope, and then you have the string section here. You have your master section here, your effects down below, and then you have your synth voice assign section here, your layer and split section here, and then the arpeggiator. So let's jump into it, man. I want to go ahead and test out this saw and see what that sounds like. So normally what I would do is take 2 saws and offset the tune, but it's already done here. So let's take a listen to that and see what it sounds like. So I'm gonna go to new, and I'm going to reduce the level of the oscillator because the synths are usually pretty loud. So let's take a listen. So as you can see, when I increase the analog drift, it slightly detunes the oscillators from one another. So I love that. These oscillators sound really thick and rich. I love that sound. So I don't have to do the detune of each oscillator here because that's already taken care of. But, you know, with the analog drift, it's going to drift all the controls. So I'm not going to keep that boosted all the way like that. Let's go ahead and take a listen to some of the other oscillators and see what we have here. I just love the pulse sound, so I'm going to go with pulse. So let's go ahead and see what that sounds like. Beautiful. I want to go ahead and do the pulse width modulation where it goes back and forth. So I am going to modulate the pulse width. I'm going to set that to LFO1. I'm going to go to LFO1 here, 0 degrees, and I'm going to slightly boost that. Let's do 15% and see what that sounds like. We're sync the LFO1 here. I'm going to take that all the way up to the sine wave, and then let's take the rate to 4 beats. Let's see what that sounds like. love that sound. So I'm gonna back off of that just a little bit. Beautiful. All right, so I have a chord progression now playing in the background, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that out, and I'm just going to mess around with the sound and see what I can come up with. I want to kind of mess around with some different oscillators and different modulations, and I just want to make a crazy sound. So let's go ahead and do that, man. Let's take a listen to the chord progression and see what we have here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down that pulse width modulation there. Let's go to 8 beats. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to modulate the cutoff frequency. I'm going to set that to LFO2, boost that slightly. And what I want to do is create kind of a plucky sound. So I'm going to sync that to the tempo. Let's go 1/8 here. And let's do saw 2. Let's see what it sounds like. Beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is mess around with the envelope modulation and shape the envelope even more. So let's take a listen. Whoo! That sounds lovely. So let's go ahead and kind of switch it up a little bit. I'm going to come down to Oscillator 2. And let's see here. Let's go to FM. Let's do FM wave 1 and FM wave 2. All right, let's see what that sounds like. Sweet. So I'm going to modulate the A and B knob here so that it just slowly sweeps through from A to B. So I'm going to go to LFO1 for that. Let's take a listen. Sweet. So now let's bring Oscillator 1 back in and see what that sounds like. Beautiful. All right, so it's time for some effects. Let's see what we can get out of this distortion. I am going to come over here to select and go to crush. Let's see what that sounds like. Beautiful. Man, that sounds amazing. So I'm going to come over here to the delay and activate that. Let's see what that sounds like here. We'll sync that to the tempo. Let's start with 1/8 and see. Let's go to type here. And we'll do stereo delay to get the left and right. And turn the spread up a little bit. So what I'm going to do with the delay is I'm going to modulate the spread. And what happens is it creates this chorus effect. So let's take a listen to that and see. You see how when I move that spread around, it just creates this weird chorus sound. I love that. So I'm going to click on the mod source, go to LFO1, and let's go ahead and boost that. Let's see what that sounds like. Wow, I love that. So let's do this. Let's back off of the drive a little bit on the distortion and let's go ahead and add a little bit of reverb. So let's activate that. Okay, I'm going to choose the plate reverb, boost the damp a little bit, give it a little bit of brightness. Beautiful. So I'm going to reduce that reverb to about 20% and then reduce the drive on this distortion. Sweet. So I think the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put another LFO on the cutoff frequency, and I'm going to set that to LFO 3. Let's set it to ramp to see what that sounds like. That sounds amazing. So let's go ahead and kind of mess around with the filter envelope here. I want to just kind of shape that a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. Nice. I love how snappy that filter envelope is. It's very, very crispy. So I love that sound. But yo, man, that's the end of this video. Let me know what you think about DreamSynth. I think this thing is absolutely amazing. I haven't even scratched the surface of what this thing has to offer. Like, I'm going over the basics right now, and I'm just like having so much fun with the synthesizer, man. And you know, the only thing I would say is with the effects here, I wish the effects all had dry wet knobs, but you know, it is what it is. The most important part is it sounds amazing. So anyway, man, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about DreamSynth. But anyway, man, this is ThatGuyFace, Face the Music Media. Yo, make sure if you like this video, if you like the content that we do on this channel, hit the thumbs up button, man. Go ahead and subscribe. And, you know, we really appreciate if you guys would show us some love and support the channel by giving us a thumbs up. You know, it's free. And also, too, make sure you go to realloops.com and check out our preset pack called Sweet Fusion. But anyway, this is ThatGuyFace, Face the Music Media. We out of here. Peace.